Okay, this is a trading recap for December 17th, 2012. I'm a day late on it, um, but apologize for that. Anyways, we had an early trend develop, um, and we took our first trade off of this trend line, bounced off, good signal bar here, and we placed an order. Typically, I like to do it one tick above this bar, but I got in late for I can't remember why, but I took it anyways. Quickly went sideways on me, so I closed it for 2 ticks on that first order and broke even on the second. Um, I should have been a little bit more patient because then I would have wrote it up, but it wasn't acting the way I wanted it to. Plus, I got in 2 ticks late, so I was happy with covering that position and just wait for a better signal. But and then another reason I got out of that trade a little early is because I was anticipating it coming up to this annual support and resistance line that I have, not annual, but longer term support and resistance line that I have drawn in here, and I was expecting it to react to that, so I didn't want to. It didn't really have a lot of room, but anyways, so I took a trade based on that idea, expecting it to break the trend line, but it didn't happen. I mean, I got in on the second bar, a tick past that second signal bar here, and quickly went the wrong way, and had my stop about 1.5 points. It was fairly tight. Usually I have 2 points, but I mean, those that were in the room with me, they heard my frustration. I got for the first time with my broker, I got I'm not sure if it was slipped or the order was just not logged in their system. I don't know what happened, but I had a stop on my chart, but it went right through it, and I tried to move it, tried to modify it, and I couldn't get out of the trade. I actually had to call my broker, and they ended up getting out here, so it was another 5 ticks past my stop, so that kind of sucked. So it took me out at negative $300. So I lost my 2 ticks here, plus I think I was down 275 yesterday. Got a little frustrated with this whole scenario here. Then it went sideways and didn't really want to mess around with the market anymore. I was a little pissed about it, so I focused on some other things. But anyways, later in the day I came back to look at the charts, and I was upset with myself for actually walking away because I missed this huge run up here. It would have been a good entry point. I would probably have taken this trade off of this bar here, so I probably would have gotten in about 1975, and that would have been a good almost 10-point move if I would have held it to the end of the day. Probably would have closed out in 26 or so, but anyways, I missed out on that because I love this whole situation, but it is what it is. It's better to play it safe than taking trades out of revenge. So, but anyways, that was the day. I was down 275 for the day. No biggie. Anyways, I'll cover today in just a second.